Hey, welcome to the Keystone Experience. Rob Warwick.
And Matt Pitzer.
Brought to you by Creek Archery. Find your passion and hunt it down.
And Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Remember, Hillview has it in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
What's going on, everybody? We got the fellas from Chico Outdoors with us tonight. It's getting to be that time of year. We got Matt and Austin with us. What's going on, guys?
Not much. Hard to believe it's been a year already.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Matt's sitting over there, too.
Yeah, don't forget me. I'm the professional one here, not messing with my mic as we go on the air.
Hey, listen. If we wouldn't have to move his shit all the time, everything would be okay. I'm going to tell the wife she got to go buy a new kitchen table and just leave his stuff on here.
Yeah, let me know how that one goes. I don't think she's going to take that one well.
She'll get over it.
Well, like you said, been in a year.
Yeah. Almost a year again.
Ready for another one.
If you are.
We might not be, but you might be.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are ready. We're getting there.
Well, we're ready. I mean, we got the Chico Outdoors Outdoor Expo.
April 9th.
April 9th and 10th.
Yep.
Back at the Westmoreland County Fairgrounds.
Absolutely. Yeah. Happy to be back there. This is going to be 2 years in a row, not like the last time. We had planned on being there, and the C word shut us down. I don't even want to talk about that word anymore. That's gone. That's old news now.
Yeah, it's gone.
What are you doing over there?
This thing's getting annoying.
I mean, we've done, 3 seasons? We're on season 3 now?
Yeah. But we haven't done but maybe, 5 from this table. So it's like way taller than the thing, and my mic's hitting me in the nose.
Still getting used to it.
Yeah.
You want to see Rob messing around with mics and me yelling at him, you can check this out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we got that up and running.
Yeah, we got some episodes that are going to be on there. This will be one of them.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, that's our big news. We're doing YouTube. And
yeah, we'll be at the Chico Outdoors, too.
We will be.
So come over and say hi. Well,
you guys got roughly how many vendors signed up for this year?
We're right around 60 at this point. Last year we only had about 40, so we upped the number this year. We sold out of our craft spots for the ladies that want to come out. We cut those back this year to 35. They sold out, probably a month ago or so. They sold out.
They sold out in the first week.
Well, basically they were spoken for until everybody got registered. So those are gone. So guys, bring your ladies out. There's something for everybody for sure.
Vendors are still, they trickle in every day. So number's going to go up, after this.
Now, with it being the second year at the fairgrounds, you guys have got a year under your belt. Any big changes to the setup, layout, or just going to run a little bit smoother? Not that last year didn't run smooth.
Yeah.
But, new venue, it's always a little bit challenging to get things sorted out.
Yeah. I mean, we basically changing some, but not a lot. I mean, we learned a lot with the layout last year. We learned what didn't work, what worked. We took a lot of feedback from our vendors, and that's how we made our decisions on what changes we made at this point. And everything looks like it's going to be positive changes. Looks like everything's going to just help with the flow. We changed to where people will be coming in, what building they'll go into first, and then how they're going to filter through there, and kind of stretching things out a little bit to utilize more of the grounds. I think that's going to help us out too, stretch things out, and that way everybody will get noticed. You know what I mean? No matter where you're at on the grounds, the way the layout's going to be this year, everybody should get the same exposure. I know last year that was one of the issues we had with the layout. Some of the buildings weren't laid out like they should have been. Some things were in the wrong buildings, but I think we corrected that, and looks like we're moving forward.
Well, like we said, we do have a podcast already with you guys from last year, but if anybody hasn't heard about Chico Outdoors, why don't you guys give us a little history about what you guys represent and how this all got started?
It started, the expo itself started in 2018, but it stemmed from the loss of my brother, Austin's uncle. he passed away at a young age, 28 years old. He just fell over dead at work. He had a heart condition. Heart gave out. Rest is history. But at that point, some time went by. We got some things straightened out, and we wanted to do something to keep his memory alive. And we came up with stocking some tagged trout first, and the expo stemmed from coming up with as a way to pay for those fish and the prizes and things. And so March of 2018 was our first show, and that was at Norvell Fire Hall, and we outgrew that year. we stuck it in there one more year and threw some tents outside, and after that we had to find a new venue, and what made the most sense was the fairgrounds, and that's where we're at now. But everything's in memory of Andy Krice. A lot of people in the area knew him, a lot of people outside the area even. I mean, he had a good reach. We have a camp in Potter County, and he reached a lot of people up there. In fact, we have people come down from up there to the show every year just because of him. So that's basically where it all started from, was just his passing and the want to raise money for organizations that he worked with and to get the kids in the outdoors. That was his big thing. So that's what it all stemmed from, pretty much.
Austin, you got anything to add to that?
Nope, he hit the nail on the head.
Summed it up perfectly.
He did.
I've done this a few times. I've given this interview a couple of times. It kind of rolls off now. It's second nature now. I mean, this has become pretty much a full-time thing on top of everything else we do, and it's second nature now. I mean,
It keeps us busy, that's for sure.
Always does. And then when you do stuff like that, people don't realize that all the work that does go into it. But you guys every year kind of expand more and more of who you're helping.
yeah.
It started off with getting the kids in the outdoors, and now you guys have kind of branched out into helping vets as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This year we actually got into something else with vets too. Jeremy Critchfield, the hunt chef, he started an experience hunt where he takes veterans out of state. Last year he took 8 of them, and it didn't cost him a penny. He got sponsors and got different businesses to kick in, and everybody that went had their trip paid for. His sponsors gave a prize pack to each one that went. They got a bag of stuff. So we were able to kick in some money for that to help get a veteran there. Our goal this year is to completely pay for one veteran to go. That would be pretty cool if we can do that and sponsor a guy, and then just kind of follow him through to the end of his experience there, and maybe get him back to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that would be the goal this year with the veteran side of it. Military Veterans Outdoors is back with us again. We're definitely going to keep up with them and see where it goes from there.
I think Austin got quiet because the cameras are on.
No, that's not why. They don't bother me.
He was talking like crazy last year. He ain't said but 3 words so far.
Hey, jump in anytime you want.
Matthew's taking care of it.
So, what do we got to look forward to this year? What do we got new?
Good.
So,
See something laying there on the table.
yep, on the Saturday, April 9th, we're running a mega ticket that starts at noon, goes till 5:30. There's 4 or 5 guns on there. They're supplied by Gunslinger Gun Shop. A couple bows and some hunting packages that are sponsored by Creek Archery. And it's a $30 ticket. You get 2 numbers on the ticket. That also gets you into the event for free. You don't have to buy a ticket to come to the event. It's $5 at the gate for, what is it, 13 and up?
Yeah, 13 and up.
12 and under are free. What else do we got going on there? That's our main thing for Saturday. That'll run right into about 5:30. Keith Willishell is going to start playing acoustic for about an hour and a half. And then Rough Creek will play again. We had them last year for our after party Saturday night. They'll play till 10.
Yeah, they're playing till 10. They're playing 7 to 10. Keith will be 5:30 to 7. We added another band this year for Sunday. Last Resort Band. They're going to play 1 to 4 on Sunday afternoon for some entertainment on Sunday afternoon. Seminar-wise, we're looking forward to having Jeremy Critchfield there, the hunt chef, Going to do something similar to what he did at the Harrisburg show. He does a deer breakdown, 1-man deer breakdown, and then he'll do some processing and cooking there. So if everything works out right and we get him a couple deer, he's gonna do that this year. He's gonna do 2 seminars a day. Excuse me. And he's got I think he's gonna do 2 a day. And then Kika, the Elk Visitor Center, Keystone Elk Alliance, they're gonna do a seminar. We do have
Kika's gonna actually have that bull elk on display.
Oh yeah, that's something
They're
pretty cool.
A full body mount of a real big bull elk.
Yeah, there's a cool story behind that. We were just at the Kika banquet a couple of weeks ago, and there's a pretty cool story behind that bull that they're going to tell. But they're bringing that. That's pretty impressive itself to see a full mounted bull elk.
I got to be in one hell of a trailer to get it down here.
Oh,
Yeah. They got a pretty big trailer they're bringing. They were able to secure it this year. They weren't sure last year how much room they were going to have or anything. Being the first year they were with us, and now that they saw the layout and where we're going to put them, they're going to secure that trailer and bring everything down that they normally bring to the big shows. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to talk to those guys while we're up there. While we're there, I want to get them on the podcast.
I was say it better be work related. You can't just walk around and
Hey, I'll do what I want.
That's pretty apparent.
yeah. I don't know why I try to rein him in. You'd think after 3 seasons I would know he's just going to do what he wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't you tell me you got a new trout pond?
We
Yep.
did.
I was just gonna bring that up actually.
We did.
Am I allowed to fish in it?
Great minds think alike.
Did
Absolutely.
What we do? Dig a hole over by the pavilion. Concrete it all in.
That would have been cool.
That would be nice if they let us do that. Save a lot of setup. No, actually, we did. We got a really nice setup. A lot of the DCNRs and stuff in other areas use them. They're basically, if you're a fireman or anybody's a fireman, you know what a porta tank is or a porta pond that we use for fires. It's the same company that makes those, Husky. They're out of Oklahoma. We ordered it. It's an aluminum frame. It's a heavy vinyl liner. It's going to be really nice, easy setup. It's low. It's only not even 3 foot deep, so the kids will be able to look in and see the fish. We won't need the steps like we had for the other pond and stuff, so they'll be able to walk right up to the pond and see the fish. There'll be over 200 fish in there. So the place we're getting them this year, we're getting them from a different place than we usually do. They got some really nice fish. He's got really quality fish. So kids are in for a treat. They are.
If he brings one like that stocking we did on Andy's birthday at Hecla, those little fishing poles aren't getting them out.
I told him, I said, don't bring some of them lunkers. I mean, we did a special stocking. Andy's birthday was November 18th, so we did a late season stocking at Hecla, and I got some average size fish. I got a little bit bigger, and I said, bring me 5 big ones. Well, they ended up bringing us about 9.
Maybe more than that.
It might have been more than that, and those fish were humongous. We put one in there that was, oh my God, it was every bit 5 pound. They're huge.
And we say big fish, we're talking like 18 to 24 inch trout that are
Right.
4 or 5 pounds.
Yeah,
and he brought 9 or 10 of those.
I told him, I said, you put them in that pond, those kids are never gonna. We'll be fishing their rods out of there because
Yeah,
it's gonna
either
yank
that or
right
we'll
out
be
of their
pulling kids out of the pond.
Yeah,
Yanking them in.
you have to give them flotation devices in case they get pulled in. If we
Anchor them to the ground before they start fishing.
yeah. That's something too. We're going to try to move all the kids' stuff inside this year, so that weather's not an issue. If anybody gets worried about weather-wise, all the kids' stuff's going to be inside this year. We got an extra building secured up there that we're going to put it in, and should be a nice setup. I mean, we call our kids area the Camp Chico kids area, so to give it more of a camp feel. Everything will be in there together. We have a craft for the kids this year. That's something new we added for the kids. They'll be able to come and do the craft right there, play their couple games, do the trout pond. Everything will be right there. So that's pretty nice. And last year the stuff was outside, and we did have a little bit of weather that we contended with at the end last year, and a couple of our kids' things got some damage because of that. So this year we decided to try to move it inside. We were out at the Harrisburg show, and he realized that some of the rooms that we were in were dirt floors, and we were like,
Were they really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one big arena is a dirt floor, and they put a layer of plastic down
Yep.
and indoor-outdoor carpet over top of it.
Yep.
Huh. I never realized that.
Yeah, the one in the center where they had
All the archery stuff.
yeah.
Get
That's
out.
a dirt floor.
Yeah.
Never noticed.
They pull tractors in there, show cows in there. They do all kinds of stuff.
Well, I knew it was the farm building, but yeah, I never shows how much I
Yeah,
pay
remember
attention.
where I told you we walked around? It was the auction where they did the auction for the livestock.
Okay.
That too. That whole thing's a dirt floor too.
Yeah, he knew it from 4-H, and he's like, we walked in and he stopped. I said, "What?"
I was like, "This is perfect," because we have
"This is dirt."
we have 2 or 3 buildings at the fairgrounds now that we can utilize to continue to grow the way we want to, and not have to, go back to setting up tents or whatever. Because in April, you kind of play with the weather a little bit. I mean, last year it was exactly, it's Pennsylvania.
I mean, look, we had 60, 70 degree weather this weekend, and now Friday they're calling for 3 to 6 inches of
Yep.
snow.
Yeah. That's like I said. I hope this bipolar weather gets out of here this week. Like,
Yeah.
let it finish up this week, and
Yeah.
after that, it's got to go because I don't want to contend with that.
Yeah,
Our
but-
second year, that's what we had. The second year with Norvell, we did
Yeah, when it was
a
part
one-day
outside.
show.
Yeah.
And we were down there setting up on Saturday for
In
a Sunday
t-shirts.
show in T-shirts, and we get up the next morning and there's snow. Like it was coming down pretty good, like a sleet zone mix.
Yep.
It was
Yeah, and
just
it
a
was like
mess.
29 degrees. Oh, it was bad.
And I don't need that up there. You know what I mean? At least at Norvell that year, it was like everything was still kind of in the same. Those tents sucked. Not gonna lie, those tents sucked. And but at this point, I mean, up there at the fairgrounds, it's a better layout, but you still got to go building to building.
Yeah.
That's so we still want to have dry weather anyway.
Yeah, at least dry.
I don't think cold's going to bother anybody, but dry weather, we just got to have some dry weather. That's all.
Rob, what do you think's better, tent or an igloo? Because you've been in an igloo to eat dinner.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about that. That was the stupidest thing I ever did in my life. Ain't even an igloo. It's a freaking greenhouse.
Yeah, you're talking local igloos.
Yeah, it's a
local
domed.
PA
green-
igloo.
Yeah, it's a domed greenhouse
Yeah. Hey, they're-
with a little ceramic heater. The day we went, it was like 10 degrees or something.
It was cold.
It was freaking miserable.
hey, they took your money. That's all they care about. They got your money.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it.
I'm trying to think of some other stuff we got going. Oh, we're gonna honor Hempfield's rifle team. They were Whippeal champions this year.
Yeah, we were talking about that at the gun club meeting the other night.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. His girlfriend, her cousin, is her cousin? Uncle.
Wait a second here. Well, let's straighten out who this
Hold
is
on, I
first. 'cause
got to figure it out.
My girlfriend's uncle is the
Yeah,
coach.
okay. You see where that was going.
Yeah, I had to figure that
That's
out
okay.
too. But he's the coach, so we decided that was pretty cool thing. We've been kind of following them through that, and that was pretty cool what they accomplished there. And that's, from what I understand, that's not like they're like 6-time champion here at this point, I believe.
Yeah, it's not their first.
And-
My girlfriend Keegan and her sister Jordan were both on Whippeal champion teams, I believe.
So
They
that was-
both shot on it, so it's just kind of a thing.
Yeah,
and that's right in our
for
line,
us.
with kids and outdoors shooting, all that stuff. We want to
Yeah, we
try and help
decided-
be a part of that.
so that's
I think the
pretty good
kid that won the trap thing this year too was from Hempfield.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure because they shoot down at Shaner on Friday nights. They practice, and then they shoot every other Sunday there. And he went to the championships, and he won.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see nothing on that. There
The
was a lot of,
shotgun thing's kind of new. Like they just started
okay.
doing this in the last couple of years
oh, okay.
because some of the school districts were all against it.
They're trying to get one.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant.
There was a girl talked
trying.
about it last night at the NRA banquet from Hempfield. They're trying to get the school board to accept a
Yeah.
trap team too, on top of the rifle team.
Yeah, because I think the kid went to Hempfield, but he shot for York because
Oh, okay.
York had a team and
Yeah.
Hempfield didn't.
There was somebody a while back. I even had spoken to him when we had first started this, so it was within the last 5 years. Somebody was trying to start one at Mount Pleasant, and they just, I don't know what the issue was. They kept
School
giving-
board.
Yeah, they kept.
A lot of
giving
them
the
are
runaround.
against it.
Yeah, they kept giving him the runaround. We'll get this information, get that, secure this, do this, do that. He had everything lined up, and they still kept blowing him off. I told him to keep me in the loop. I haven't heard from him. His kids probably got older now, and he probably kind of give up on it. But I'd love to see somebody do it. I know my kid would be all about it. When I had him in Hecla for the youth pheasant hunt, they let him shoot some trap in the morning before they went out, and he loved it. He didn't do bad at it either for his first time, and just shooting a modified choke and 12 gauge modified choke, and he was hitting them. I mean, he didn't do bad. So I'd love to see it. I mean, the kids. I think a lot of kids around here would probably do it.
Yeah.
If they did it, I don't see what their big issue is. It's not like they're gonna be bringing the guns to school. You know what I mean? That stuff could be worked out.
Like down at our place, everything down at Shaner, when it comes to the school kids, falls on Shaner's responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
So the school don't have to worry about their insurance or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because when I went to all those school board meetings with them, to try to get this thing going, that's what every one of them school board members was worried about. I was like, look, if something happens to these kids, it's on Shaner Sportsman's Club. It's not on the school board. They just want to use your name. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all they want to use.
Yeah.
York High School. That's it. It took us 3 years to finally get it through.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, down the road, it's something that.
But they'll let the
would
kids have a
definitely support.
crocheting class, where they can stab themselves with a needle.
That might be a little bit of a stretch, but
Yeah.
we'll take that analogy.
We're not going to get into politics because I can feel my blood pressure rising.
That didn't take long, Matt. What are we, 15 minutes in?
Yeah. Not too far in. That's cool to have Hempfield come up there and do something for them.
Yeah. Well, if they're listening, it's not a surprise anymore. But yeah, their coach knows. we've been in contact with him. So.
I talked to him last night.
Yeah, so we're gonna give him a certificate, to commemorate it, and then we're gonna give him a little donation to take back to try to keep the team supported. And I mean, anything like that, that's stuff that we're all about. Not trying to open a can of worms, but as we grow, that's the kind of stuff we want to support. I mean, by all means, anybody that's listening, that kind of stuff. I mean, we're not an infinite amount of funds here, but what we do have, that's what we do. We want to give it. We want to put it out there. So any team that's looking to get started that needs some help, by all means, look us up on our Facebook page, send us a message. We'd love to talk to everybody, in the area. We don't, we'd like start in this area, anybody that's local, and then we'll branch out from there. But yeah, we'd love to help some stuff like that. That's where it starts. I mean, the kids, you get a gun in their hand, then they're gonna branch out from there, and they're gonna get into more hunting and fishing and whatever they can get into. That's a lot of these kids don't have that, and if they get it at school, then it's going to spark the interest.
Yeah.
They just don't have family that does it. So
Yeah. I mean, I never hunted. I fished a little bit growing up, but I didn't hunt. It took me till I was in my 20s, and I got tired of my friends leaving me for 6 months of the time, sitting at home with nothing to do. Like, where's everybody at? Oh, they're on hunting. Oh, let's give that a shot and see what happens.
Yeah. No, we grew up with it. That's my dad, my grandfathers, my uncles, everybody. I mean, it was where I grew up at in Kecksburg. We walked out of our yard and we were on a couple hundred acres of basically public land, and we would get together. I mean, the first morning of deer season, the whole family was there. We'd hunt that whole hill, and then as the season went on, and couple of my uncles, they weren't real hardcore about it. They would hunt the first couple of days, and then the Saturdays, they'd be out the Saturdays. But we hunted a lot. I mean, him and Andy went out quite a bit, and me and Andy would go out just from home, just walk out the door. Hey, we got an hour or two to kill, and Mom never questioned. If we walked out with a gun, she never questioned where we were going. She knew what was up.
We still never got good at shooting. All these years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still no good at shooting either. So at least a gun. Give me a bow and I'm all right. Just
we'll get there.
I won't, because I don't ever. Every year I say I'm going to put the practice in to shoot better. No.
Yeah, probably not.
No, I don't either. I say the same thing.
Yeah, I just.
We just got to get better at getting them in closer. That's all. we got to get a hold of Dear Lore Dave and get some of the good
Dear
stuff.
P. Dave.
I know it's Dear P to you. I got to be nice, okay? He's supposed to do a seminar too. I got to get a hold of him this week and see what he's going to do. But I got to be nice. If he hears this, he might back out. He might renege on me. But
Nah, I'll make sure he don't.
Now, when we go hunt birds, Matthew and I are quite the duo. we both just have to shoot at the same time. Birds
Yeah,
drop.
it took us a box of shells to figure it out, but we figured if we both shot at the same bird, it was going to die.
Yeah,
and it was the
did.
only way it was going to die, but it was going to
Every
die.
one of them did.
Throw a 30-foot pattern out there.
Yep.
Got to fly into something.
Oh yeah, it's going to fly into it eventually. Only got to catch one BB in the right spot.
Yep.
We'll have to try that tactic next year.
Yeah. Yeah, when we go duck hunting, we'll.
You, me, and Alex.
Well, you three, you put a hell of a spread out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can get more than one bird with, 90-foot some pattern.
Yeah.
That would be the new equivalent of a punt gun. You'll be dropping everything.
So, you guys, you talked about your mega ticket. Got any other raffles or anything going on?
Yeah, we're gonna run a ticket on a steel package. It's all the steel battery tools. They got a combi tool that's got a cultivator head. You'll win the tool, the cultivator head, the pull saw attachment within another piece for in there, an extender piece, the batteries, the chargers, everything. We put that together kind of like a food plot, little food plot package. Something, they're batteries. You don't got to worry about the gas. You don't got to worry about hauling the gas and everything in.
You don't want to worry about gas right now.
Well, yeah,
absolutely
especially that.
not.
But that little cultivator is nice. That'll be good for putting in some sneaky peat plots or something like that. And then the pole saw would be good for trimming tree stands and stuff this year. So I think that's going to go pretty good. That's about a $1,600 or $1,800 package there. So we'll be running that at the show. We'll be doing our basket raffle again, our Chinese auction. That always goes well for us. 50-50. And then
both days, there'll be a $5 and $3 gun table, just like at your regular old gun bash. So those will be going around.
Yeah,
we'll have people all over selling them and stuff. So
yeah, this ticket that they're doing, it's laid out kind of like a gun bash. Basically, it's like a gun bash or a sportsman bash. But it's not going to be your traditional come in and sit down and
Right.
We want people to be out walking around, patronize the vendors, and we'll have people walking around all day with those gun tables. So you're not going to miss them. That's something we learned last year too. We didn't do enough. We didn't get to everybody last year like we wanted to. This year, that's none of our. We'll have our raffles set up in places, but there'll be people out moving them. So if you see somebody walking around, stop them, see what they got. It's going to be either a $3 table, $5 table, or could be any number of things. I was digging through the storage unit today, and there's some more stuff there that I'd forgotten about, and stuff will come in from vendors and stuff. So yeah, keep your eyes out. There'll be something going around all weekend on that.
yeah,
kind
lots
of
of good stuff usually.
We got about 5 or 6 food vendors. Country Hammer Moonshine's back. That was a big hit last year. They were there with their slushies. That went real well.
They taste real well too.
Yeah. Chris Bergman, when you hear this podcast, this is aimed at you. Yes, they will be back. That was pretty popular. So they'll be back. What else we got going on out there? It's all running together for me.
Wasn't there was a beer truck there too, wasn't there?
Oh
yeah, our beer trailer will be back.
Yeah, we'll be doing. Yeah, we'll be
I was
doing.
going to ask that, but I was trying to think if it was there or if it's something else we did.
No, it was.
No.
Well, we have one, but it might have been somewhere else too.
Yeah, because last year Friday night, whenever we were setting up, he come through with a wagon with a cooler on it that had beer in it.
Well, that
And
that
then
was
he
a little
had
different.
then he had the beer truck in the other building down there.
Yeah. Little shout out to Adam up at Rodney Corner Cafe. Rodney Corner is the one that does our beer for us.
Baker.
Yep. Baker's a good dude. This is
Yeah.
2 years now. He's been taking care of us, and we can't thank him enough. That's got to have beer there.
Yep.
Not like grabbing a barbecue. We got a couple barbecue joints coming and stuff. Grab yourself some barbecue and a beer and sit down and listen to one of the seminars. We got Dan Young's going to be there. Outdoors Dan. He'll be talking turkey hunting.
Indoors Dan.
Indoors Dan. Oh,
He's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, he'll be indoors there. Yeah, he'll be indoors there.
I got to get him because he was giving me a hard time tonight on his show. So
Dan, that was not me.
he knows who it was.
Well, last time Dan was mentioned on here, I got hell for it, and I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah. Dan will be there. Larry McCoy's coming out with him. Larry's going to be talking deer hunting. Like I said, we got Kika. They're going to be doing a couple different seminars. I think Saturday they're going to be talking Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which one they're going to do first, but they're going to be doing a little bit of the history of the elk herd and their history and, all about Kika. And then they're going to do another one about the elk hunt itself. It's all going to be basically a question and answer session. They're going to give you the rundown of how it works from the time you apply till if you get lucky enough to get drawn through the whole process. Because Ben from Kika, he was lucky enough to get drawn. He shot a really nice bull a few years back. So Ben's he's not only is he on the board for Kika, but he's been through the whole process. So he thought that'd be pretty cool. And I thought it would be too. At my job, I get a lot of calls about that. And I can't answer a lot of their questions. I direct them to that region because, I don't have a lot on the elk. They know it inside and out. I don't want to steer somebody wrong, but he's going to give a good rundown on how that works. I'm curious to hear it, too. I'm going to pop in because I can gather a little bit out of that, too.
You're not going to have time.
No.
I know.
I was thinking that. He's not popping in.
I say that now, but...
It took us how long to get him last year to come over to do a 5-minute thing with us?
Yeah.
He's not popping in anywhere.
It was like day 2.
Yeah. It was almost over.
Yeah.
I'm going to go incognito. I'll wear a costume or something. Nobody will know it's me.
I'll find him.
Turn my radio off.
People aren't yelling at me for that long, so you can go watch seminar. It's not happening.
And nobody yells.
No.
To be honest, for the most part, that's one thing about this show that I have to say. It runs pretty smooth, and that's our people. It really is. I mean, we're a nonprofit. We're a charity. We're not a big time. We don't got hundreds of thousands of dollars backing us up. We do this with family. We do this with our friends. We do this with guys that want to help. I had a couple of guys approach me this year that want to help, and people are starting to come out more that I don't even know these people. They're contacting me saying, "Hey, how can we help? We really like what you got going on there. We came out and we were at the show last year. How can we get involved?" And by all means, get a hold of us. Anybody that wants to get involved, there's always something we can use your help. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I mean, we appreciate everybody because we could not pull this off. I still sit and think sometimes, how are we pulling it off? And I think, how big can we go and still be able to pull it off with this, with what we got? And
Right.
like I said, as long as this crew stays with us, I think we can do more even than what we're doing now. It's just it's a growing thing. It keeps growing. So that speaks for what we got, because it wouldn't grow if we didn't have the right people in place and we didn't have the right backing. And so, I mean, we've been very fortunate. I mean, you guys had helped, and Chris DePerno hooked us up with Toyota. That's been a great deal with Toyota. Those guys are phenomenal. I mean,
Toyota Greensboro.
Oh yeah, those I can't speak enough for Brian Moore and Ryan Halderman. I mean, those guys are they want to see this grow too, and they want to stick with us, and they want to help. We couldn't do it without them. I mean, that's just one of our many sponsors. I mean, I'll talk a little bit here before we're done here about all of them. I'll give them all a little shout out, but that's the one that's been big for us. I mean, I honestly didn't think at this point in the whole process here that we would have a sponsor of that caliber, and I can't speak enough for them. They just had my truck last week and did some warranty work to it, and I can't speak enough for them. So just give them guys a little plug. They've been a big help.
Austin, I run into Matt today at the post office. You don't want to know some of the ideas he's got rolling around in his head on where this can go.
I can only imagine.
There's a ton of ideas in his head.
He said something about Harrisburg next year, so I don't know if he's planning on renting the farm.
Oh yeah,
the farm facility or what. I don't know.
To be honest, like I said, I'd love to see it grow, but if we fill the fairgrounds and we get to a point where we're able to put on a quality product every year,
We'll just have to make it 3-4 days. That's all.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
well,
you're gonna have to run that by Keegan.
Yeah.
She does everything for us.
Yeah, well, Keegan needs to get finished up with school because she's got a second full-time job here once she does.
I know it.
So
I know it.
Yeah, I can't say enough for her. She all our online everything,
Social media.
Yeah, everything from social media to obviously our legal aspects and all that. She's She keeps us in line, and she keeps us on in the right direction, headed in the right direction.
I'm gonna have to get her to work for us
Why?
because I'm getting tired of taking care of all this social media crap.
Well, there you go, Keegan. You got a third job now.
Yeah, well, I'll give you all kinds of shout outs on the podcast. You start doing that. There's no money involved because me and Matt don't make no money, so
Well,
I can't pay nobody.
She ain't making no money with us either yet at this
Some
point.
beers, maybe. I can give you some beers, some deer meat every now and then.
That sounds like fine payment to me.
Heck, I might have to come work for you.
Yeah, I don't see no problem with that.
You ain't fired me lately, so I must be doing something right.
I ain't firing you. Look at all that shit you got sitting in front of you. You got to run.
It's just a couple buttons here and there.
You know, that'd be like Dan getting rid of, what's his name? out
Andrew.
there? Andrew. You know, the guys behind the scenes, the guys who do all that stuff that make, you know, guys like me and Dan look good and sound good. They're the guys who should get the respect.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what, the funny thing is now we're all staring at our phones doing different research. You can see this, watching it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Mine ain't moved. I'm still looking at all the sponsors because I still ain't got the sponsor list down yet.
Well, I know one you better have down. At least one. Something else to throw out there too that we got Sunday, the Sunday of the show, April 10th. Last year we started a sportsman prayer breakfast, and that went over pretty well. It gave the guys, it's kind of a non-denominational, just a little. It's not even anything real formal. Just a little worship service, and then just a prayer for a good upcoming season and safe season. And we got. I'm going to screw the name up here, so I'm going to have to look and see the name. I got it's Focus Outdoor Ministries out of Ohio. They'll be coming out. Mark Moore is his name. He's going to come out and do the service that morning. They're big into the Christian outdoors. They've got a group out there in Ohio, and he's going to come out and do that Sunday. So anybody vendor wise, anybody coming to the show, if you're going to be missing your service or whatever, pop in there. It's just a short little, probably half-hour service. There'll be coffee and donuts and stuff there for you. Stop in and get something and listen to those guys and get refreshed for the upcoming season. Coyote. Nice. Coyote, you're here. You can't be out killing it.
I have to cut this one short. See you guys later.
Yeah, one of these times you are actually just going to get up and walk out. I have to start taking your cell phone from you before we start the show. Put it in a lockbox.
Like the kids at school when you come into class. Put your phone in here. You can have it back when we're done.
Yep, exactly.
You're distracted too easily.
Now, I saw you, maybe it was the other day, I saw you posted you're going to have our buddy CJ back.
Yeah.
CJ the DJ.
Yeah, CJ.
Love that guy.
CJ's a good dude, and whether he knows it or not, CJ, he's stuck now too. He's not allowed to leave.
Yeah, he's a fixture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if he quits DJing, he'll be DJing that weekend every year.
Yeah. He's a forever fixture now. He's part of the Chico family. He's stuck. He ain't leaving.
Nope. Not allowed.
Nope.
No, he comes out there and helps us out at the butcher shop too. Out at Dominick's.
I'll have to check his fingers. He still have all his fingers?
Yeah, we don't let him cut nothing up.
I was just going to say.
We only let him usually, like, he got to push the meat into the grinder and somebody else got to catch it.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
He needs his fingers for DJing.
Yeah.
I see Matt sliding things there. CJ's got a board about 4 times that size, so he's got to be able to move stuff too. He needs his fingers. Don't let him cut none off. We're just picking on you, CJ. It'll be all right.
Yeah, and he helps, keep the music going throughout the fairgrounds. And
he does. He's going to do all our announcements too. He's with this ticket. We'll be announcing the numbers. Like I said, it's not going to be like a traditional gun bash, so he'll be announcing the numbers for everybody to hear. We're trying to get some sound hooked up in all the buildings this year so that everybody can hear. I got a buddy of mine from Overly's. He's going to help me out. PJ Spawn. He's going to do all my wiring as far as for the speakers and stuff because he does it for Overly's. He wires the whole place for sound and everything for Overly's. So he said it won't be a problem. He's going to get us hooked up for that, and he does our Wi-Fi and all that. So that'll be something. Hopefully, it's an upgrade this year too, because that was one thing last year. You couldn't really hear that kind of stuff in the building. We didn't have a way to get to everybody as far as the raffles and stuff. So a lot of people come up saying, "Hey, did this go off? Did that go off?" This way, everything will be done. We're gonna have a board posted there, probably on the porch where he's at there, and you can come up check your numbers there too. But he'll be announcing everything throughout the weekend.
And then with the mega ticket, you'll be able to contact them if they're not there for.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to be there to win any of the prizes. We have all names and phone numbers down. You can still buy the tickets online on Facebook. There's a link there on the Square app. But they're out some places too.
We have a few around here. Like I've got some. If anybody's in the Mount Pleasant area, anywhere from Mount Pleasant to Ligonier, I can drop them off if you hit us up on our page, send us a message, and we'll get them to you. How many do you think you have left? I mean,
There's not a ton left.
I mean,
they're selling pretty well. I mean, I can't complain.
We did 500 tickets. You get 2 numbers on a ticket, and they were going pretty good. I mean, we had a good run online, and then I've got a lot of guys selling them local. So if you want them, get a hold of us soon. It's a good deal. I mean, there's a couple bows on. There's a crossbow and a compound. There's some guns. I mean, everything on there is a quality item. We didn't skimp on anything as far as that goes. I mean,
a couple the hunting packages are like a rhino blind, and then we're gonna throw in your turkey calls, some scents, binoculars, rangefinder. You're getting the whole 9 with that. It's not just a blind.
Mm-hmm.
So there's what's on there, $3,500 in cash.
Oh yeah, the grand prize at the end of the night is $2,000 cash. So the ticket's worth that just for the $2,000 in cash.
Yeah,
somebody will walk out with a.
And you get 2 chances at every prize pulled, so it's pretty good.
Right.
Yep.
Pretty good odds.
I have a feeling this show's going to cost me a lot of money. I have to take a second mortgage out.
I'm just thankful I'm so busy during it that it doesn't cost me a lot of money.
I just hope it's warm because I'm riding Harley. I ain't taking my pickup truck. It'll cost me $25 in gas to get from here to the fairground.
I thought you weren't getting political, Rob.
I'm not.
So we talked about a little bit of what you guys do with the money that you raise. What are some of the other local things that you guys are trying to do?
Last year, we sponsored a veteran team for Mount Pleasant Baseball's clay pigeon shoot. Jerry Moyer, he took a crew. This year, unfortunately, I just messaged Jerry last night. I saw the post was up about it. It's the first day of turkey season. They scheduled it for the first day of turkey season.
What in the Sam hell would somebody do that for?
I have no idea why.
That's like people having weddings during bow season or turkey season. Guess what?
I know it.
You ain't getting a gift and you ain't going to see me.
Yeah, I don't know why they did, because I was looking forward to having those guys back again. They had a lot of fun up there. So this year that may not happen because I don't even know. I don't know if I get anybody to go on the first day of turkey season. But we want to keep sponsoring a veteran team up there. And as far as the clubs go and stuff, we're still going to continue to do all the fishing derbies we do locally.
And in Potter.
Yeah, and up in Potter. And we're also, reach out to us. Anything that anybody's got going on, Sportsman's Club-wise, for the kids, get in touch with us. We're probably going to be hooking up with Bridgeport Sportsman's here. They were one of our sponsors that came on. They sponsored last year, and they stepped up their sponsor even again this year. So we're gonna try to work with them more. Probably get involved with their kids derby. Anybody else? I know you guys down Shaner.
Yeah.
Keep in touch with us on
I'll
that.
have to talk to Grady and see when we're doing our youth day. I think it's in August.
Okay. Yeah, Grady's coming out for the show again. I saw him at the Turkey Federation banquet. He's coming out. So, that'll be cool. We'll,
because I was thinking about
get with you guys.
doing a podcast down there from the gun club with the kids. Something. We'll see.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know if I can handle it.
Nah, you'll be all right.
I drink a bunch of alcohol before I get there.
You'll be all right. Well, you wanted to run through some sponsors. Austin, you got anything else?
Is the Game Commission and the Fish Commission going to be there?
Oh, yeah. Game Commission's definitely going to be there. Fish Commission, obviously, with that being trout season. They're going to try to be there part of the day Saturday and probably Sunday as well. They may be in and out. We're going to set them up a spot so they can pop in and out. They may have to go, obviously, but we're going to set that up. Game Commission is going to be there. I worked that out this year. Last year with COVID, they didn't do much of anything. So, they're definitely going to be there this year. A couple of wardens are going to be splitting a weekend. So stop out. You got any questions on the new regulations or anything like that, stop out and see them. They're going to have, I believe, some fur kits there for the kids to play with, so you get to see the different furs. They'll have handouts and things like that. There's a lot of new handouts the Game Commission has. They'll be promoting the Operation Game Thief stuff there as well. That's something that they do a lot with. That's netted a lot of arrests that way. That Operation Game Thief, you can remain anonymous, but you can get us the tips on what's going on out there. So
that's a good program.
Yeah, and that's a nationwide thing too. That's not just here. Most all, as far as I know, most all the states have something along the lines that runs with the Operation Game Thief. So, but those guys will be there. There's so many new regulations and things changing. So stop out and see those guys, and they'll be happy to answer your questions for you.
You need to get him to bring a bear. That's what we need.
Like a real bear?
Yeah, a real bear.
He wants to trap a real bear.
Well,
See?
yeah.
I'm going to Maine to do it because that's the only place you're allowed to do it.
That's what we need. We need a bear.
We can.
I feel like that goes back to like the shooting thing with schools, that somebody's insurance company is not going to be happy if you say, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to bring a live bear.
Well,
Well, maybe not. It'll be knocked out,
Game Commission's
probably.
done them. Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm pretty sure when Officer what's his name had this area, I'm not going to say his name on the air, but when we had our youth day, he brought one down that they trapped. Had it there for like 10 minutes, long enough for the kids to see it.
Yeah. I mean,
Nothing crazy.
They'll tranquilize it, bring it out. They'll
For the kids.
show what they do with them.
Yeah, for the kids. We know where you'll be for those 10 minutes.
Well, I might sneak over there.
It's pretty cool. I actually got to experience that when I first started where I'm at. I got to go ride along with a warden, and we had a bear we trapped that day. He had one he trapped, and we had to do the tooth, pull the tooth, and do all the measurements on it and everything, and then we released it up on game lands, and that was pretty cool. But you get a chance to do it. They don't do a lot now with everything going on. They're really not taking a lot of the public out, but they used to take public out to the bear dens and stuff and get to weigh the cubs and do all that stuff too. If you ever get to experience it, it is definitely pretty cool. But I got pictures of me with a bear. He's alive. He's alert. He knows what's going on. He just can't move. Mm-hmm. And I imagine he'd be pretty pissed off when he got up. If he, I mean, we're standing there holding him, taking pictures with him, moving, holding his paws and playing with his paws and stuff, and his eyes are blinking, and he knows what's going on, and it's an experience to get to see it. Yeah, it really is.
Well, Matt, you guys want to run through some more of your sponsors, give them a shout out, and then unless Rob's got any other questions, I think we're going to wrap this one up here shortly.
Yeah, we'll run down through.
I'm sure we'll figure something out before we hit the end of it.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, Toyota Greensburg's a big one for us. Creek Archery, Forever Ridge Taxidermy, that's a new one this year for us. Mike Chesla, he came on. Latrobe Glass and Mirror, West Rock, Heckler Sportsman's Hunt and Fish Committee, Whitetail Properties, Jack Brown, Mount Pleasant Polish Falcons Club, Bridgeport Sportsman's, Rubline Scents, USOC TV, Best Choice Trailers. They came on as our band sponsor. They're sponsoring the Saturday night band. They're down on Arona Road down there. Unified Sportsman's of PA, Lakeview Animal Clinic at Dr. Stas in Latrobe. And I'm not going to mess this one up. Rupert's Roost in Peace Turkey Calls. That's Todd Rupert. I got it right, Todd. You can't yell at me.
He gave you a shout out.
Yeah, he can't yell at me. And then we're working on a deal with Armstrong Cable. I'm supposed to hear this week. We might be doing their little, they got like a 30-minute segment on their local access. We might go on and do with them. We did that the first year we did the show. We haven't been able to do it since, so we're going to try to get back down there and do that with them. And
then we get the radio thing too.
Yeah, and then we're going to be advertising on Froggy Radio. We'll have a commercial. We're going to do some direct media. Watch your phone. You're going to see us popping up on your phone. That's something new that, as far as advertising this year, we did through Forever Media. So I think it's going to start on the 15th. When you look up outdoor stuff in this area, you look up things to do in Westmoreland County, whatever, however she narrowed down the demographic, it'll pop up. So it's targeting our demographic. It'll pop up on your phone. So you'll probably be seeing an ad for that as well. And we've got yard signs out of there. Look for our bright orange yard signs. Got some information on those. And also I'm going to Lonesome Valley Farms, Valley of Terror, they're letting us use their billboard at the fairgrounds. So we'll throw them a shout out too. Good friends of ours there. And that's pretty much wraps up the sponsors that we have. I mean, we got to thank them tremendously because every year our sponsors just keep growing. So it's a testament to what we're doing, that people are coming to us and wanting to be part of this. So thank you to all the sponsors. We couldn't do this without any of you. I mean, we couldn't do it without all of you. What else do you got, Austin?
Just any questions or you need any info, it can all be found on Facebook, Chico Outdoors Inc., and or Instagram. Both those pages are updated pretty regularly with all our info, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, follow us on there. That's the best way to find us is on there. I mean, obviously, he's getting the messages. I'm getting the messages. Keegan's getting the messages. So hit our page. You'll get a timely response back with any questions you have.
Instant response. You're going to get an instant response. You will drop everything.
Pretty. I mean, we're pretty quick.
Close.
I don't know if we're instant, but we're pretty quick. Now you put
within,
pressure on us.
Within the hour.
Oh, wow. He even committed to like an hour.
Within the hours. About what we get them at. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Honestly, I mean, I'll bet you if you look at our times, we're probably pretty close because if I don't get it, he gets it. Keegan, somebody gets it. At least gives them. We'll get back to you. You know, yeah. We'll we at least acknowledge, and then we'll figure out what we need to answer. But
I don't know what our response time is.
I don't know. I quit paying attention to those.
We check them.
Yeah, we check them, but I don't go through them every day.
No. Got any more questions there, buddy?
No. We'll get up there, I guess, we'll talk about that after we shut these off.
Yeah, I mean, April 9th and 10th, Westmoreland Fairgrounds. There's something for everybody. We got the kids area. We got the craft area for the ladies. We got food vendors, adult beverages. We got
music,
hunting, fishing, trapping, music. Bring the kids up, catch a trout. You got a kid that never caught a trout before, bring them up. We'll try to get them hooked on trout fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So
try not to have them fall in.
Yeah,
pulling out one of them big fish.
I'm really excited about this new pond. I think that it was money well spent.
I'm gonna have to test it out Friday night while we're up there.
Yeah, you can. I'm trying to get the fish up there. I think they're delivering the fish. I think it's around 5:30 or 6 o'clock on Friday. So that'll be perfect timing. You can get in a pond and check it out. I don't know if I'd get in it. I don't want to
bring my waders and shit. So I'm climbing in.
Wrong with your fly fishing. Yeah, I heard your segment with Alex.
Yeah, Alex and Justin.
Justin there.
Put the new skills to the test.
I don't fly fish. It ain't happening.
If I go to lock the building up and you three are in the pond fly fishing.
Well, let's. They ran through their sponsors. Probably should run through ours.
Crick Archery. Find your passion and hunt it down. If Chris don't have it, he'll find it for you. We got Duke traps. All your trapping needs, give Bill a call, www.duketraps.com.
We have our good friends Fetsko Heating and Cooling. They're staying busy at the time of this recording.
Yeah, it snowed today.
It snowed and it's going to snow again this weekend. Family owned and operated, 20 plus years in the business. An authorized Armstrong dealer. They'll hook you up, get you set up for what hopefully will be warmer weather coming. If your air conditioner's out, they'll get it set up, fixed, repaired, or replaced. Same with your furnace. So give them a call. Check them out on Facebook. Fetsko Heating and Cooling. We got we mentioned we've mentioned a lot of our sponsors throughout this, but you want to get the correct name or
For who?
for our friend Dave.
Deer P. Dave. Apparition scent. 100% lethal. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram. All kinds of deer lures, trapping lures, cover scents, scent eliminators. Just give Deer Pete Dave a holler and tell him the boys from the Keystone Experience sent you.
It's 100% lethal. We got years of using that stuff to prove it.
Yeah.
It works. Deer pee, the scent covers, stuff works. So you got to check them out, and they'll be up there at the fairgrounds that weekend too. So stop by and see Dave and let him know that you are interested in some of his fine products. What else we got, buddy? Dominick's
Butchery. For all your wildlife processing needs, stop out there and see us. We'll continue the butchering come archery season, September. Stop out there and see us. We'll hook you up, make all kinds of products, cut your deer up, get them back to you.
And we got Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram out on Route 30. Go see our sales buddy, Steve.
Steve Huba.
Go check out Steve. He'll get you set up along with the other wonderful people up there in the sales team. If you have a damaged vehicle, take it back to see Butch at the Collision Center.
Mr. Butch, I was on the phone with him yesterday. He gave me an estimate for my bumper on my truck.
So check them out, the Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Don't forget about the detailing guys, because this salt's going to be off the road here soon. Stop back here and see Joe. Those guys will clean you up, ceramic coat your car inside and out.
Yep, check them out, and remember, Hillview has it. And then our last sponsor, I mean, do I really need to go over this?
Yeah, they did pay us to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I have them here.
We can forgive you this week.
Yeah. Our last sponsor is Chico Outdoors. If you haven't heard us, we've talked about it before. You know, we were fortunate enough to come on with you guys the first year and continue to build this relationship. And we're thankful that you guys believe in us like we believe in you. So make sure you check out Chico Outdoors on Facebook and Instagram. Like Matt said earlier, it's a non-profit organization that loves to promote outdoor recreation for youth and our vets, getting kids involved in outdoors trapping and fishing in honor of his brother, Andrew Chico Christ. Since the founding of Chico Outdoors, we've grown from Norvelt, and I say we because we're part of that family.
You are,
Absolutely.
From the Norvelt to the Westmoreland County Fairgrounds, and we're gonna have a great time that weekend.
Yep. Bring the whole family. Bring grandma, grandpa, everybody. Bring them up. There's something for everybody up there.
And in case you've missed it, we've mentioned it several times throughout this podcast, but if you were sleeping, not paying attention, the Outdoor Expo at Westmoreland County Fairgrounds, April 9th and 10th. Make sure you stop out. All sorts of great stuff. And come have a good time. So that's going to wrap up another one, buddy.
Yep.
Another one in the books.
We're floating right along.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us on the Keystone Experience, Facebook, Instagram. Rob still got the TikTok rolling. Check out the YouTube channel. We're going to have some of the episodes up on there, some hunts that we had from last year, and hopefully some ones coming up this year. And we'll catch you on the next one.